Hey YouTubers, it's that boy Lee Joe, and we're gonna get a little bit negative for a second, and I really don't like to, but we're gonna talk about Fantastic Four. And when I first heard about the synopsis for this movie, it really bothered me and irked me in the story. But they did change a little bit, but it was not enough. And I've seen it this weekend, and it just it was just silly. Like, it was just a shell of a special effects movie. They try to make it look like Doctor Doom was smarter than Reed Richards, when actually Reed Richards is the smartest, one of the smartest scientists in the Marvel Universe. Him and Hank Pym is like 1 and 2, 2 and 1, something like that. So, kind of was stupid. The Doctor Doom is more sinister than he is smart, but he is smart, but not like that. And it didn't resonate with me. And then the fact that the Doctor Doom just disappeared for the whole movie, then all of a sudden this threat emerged, and then they threw a year in between all of it, and it just didn't make it just didn't make sense. And then I still just can't get over the fact that the Thing was naked through the whole entire movie. When the Thing was on screen, he's naked. Where is his pants? Or at least his shorts? Like, that didn't make any sense to me. I would have been happy with the Thing wearing a onesie, and he was a lot bigger. He didn't really have any personality. He was just, they turned him into a kill machine. And then I didn't really like the costume design. The set design was okay. But the story was just real bad. Doctor Doom looked horrible. And then he just didn't make any sense at all. Like, he was just a bad. That was probably one of the worst villains I've ever seen in a movie. And I barely got through it. Like, I was watching it on and off. So, I already knew it was going to be messed up. I didn't think that the fact that Sue Storm and Johnny Storm were different races, and Sue was the adopted daughter of the father Storm, and it just didn't make sense to me. It just, but that became my least of my worries about this movie. The fact that they made it to where they put them out there, they put the Fantastic Four out there. They was actually too young. They was way too young. It just didn't make sense. It should have been, why didn't we start Reed Richards is doing all this stuff, and this and that. He's coming straight out of high school, and then it just didn't, the whole story didn't make sense. I'm not making any sense because the story didn't make sense. Let's just put it like that. I wanted them to make a good Fantastic Four movie instead of a CGI shell, which it was. I did like Mr. Fantastic powers a little bit, but I didn't like how the fact the fight between him and the Thing was just not realistic. It just didn't make sense. They could have choreographed a different engagement with a lot of all of them and a different fight, and then just the final act of the movie is just atrocious. It leads you up, the movie starts at okay, gets crappier, gets even more crappier, and then it just falls off a cliff. That's the only way I can really explain this movie. So it's just, I think it made me miss the old Fantastic Four, with Jessica Alba and old dude. He was all of them were great. And then Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. I think he was a way better Johnny Storm. I missed the one where they messed up Galactus and turned him into a space cloud or whatever he was, because that was better. Those renditions, those two, was better than this one. I would have liked them to have brought all the characters back, put it into the future, did some of the classic storylines, and not rebooted it, but then they rebooted it to be suckier. They need to give the rights back to Marvel too. Let's just end this video like that. Please give the rights to Fantastic Four back. And after this movie and what they did with it, they're probably not going to have no choice. But just what to save them with the Fantastic Four series is the fact that there are not a lot of Fantastic Four fans. There's a lot more fans of Spider-Man and a lot of the other things, and just an outrage and come at Fox with. But it's just the Fantastic Four. Just that whole thing. It just sucks. It really does. It sucks. It just does not. Why did they do this to a Marvel movie? Like, the Thing is naked. I can't get over that. The Thing is naked. He is naked. Let me say that again. People, you know, understand. The Thing is naked in a PG rated 13 movie or whatever this movie is rated. The Thing is naked. What? Oh, and then Doctor Doom looks horrible. And then they didn't even portray his powers right. He was just like this goes to, like, we're gonna call Fox's rendition of Deadpool, and then Fox's rendition of Doctor Doom as Thing 1 and Thing 2. That's what they are. I just came up with that on the spot. That is Thing 1 and Thing 2. That's how bad it was. That wasn't Doctor Doom, and that wasn't Deadpool. I was outraged by that too. Even though they, like, the whole, we're not going to get into Wolverine origins or whatever, origins or however you want to do it. Yeah, that's a good name. Origins. Wolverine Origins. Anyway, but that Deadpool in there sucked, and I'm glad Ryan Reynolds resurrected, which I'll get into that later. But yeah, Thing 1 and Thing, well, Doctor Doom is Thing 2. So it was just horrible. It was just horrible. And just I'm gonna stop the video because I can rant. Like, just why? Just why? Why would you do this to a Marvel property? It just, I don't know what Fox is doing over there. It's just, oh my goodness. I'm not looking forward to reviewing, what is that movie called? X-Men Age of Apocalypse at all. Fox knows nothing what they're doing. Stop taking people who don't even like the material that they're directing and writing and putting them into a writing process for characters that they don't care anything about. Like, stop that. It just, oh my god, I'm going to end this video. It's getting long and I'm getting crazy. So, with that being said, like my video, subscribe, comment below, rate this video thumbs up, and then until next time, YouTubers, you